Heritage Oil sold its 50% stake to Tullow Oil at a cost of $1.5 billion. The government of Uganda demanded for tax gains amounting to $434 million from Heritage, but Heritage disputed the tax assessment, arguing that Ugandan laws did not allow it. It is from this that government of Uganda engaged Tullow Oil to recover the taxes, but negotiations have not been forthcoming. Tullow Oil still maintains that it will not be liable for the disputed bill, but agreed to pay $330 million as security on behalf of Heritage, pending the results of a tribunal decision in the UK. This legal battle between Uganda and the oil companies proceeded for arbitration in the UK this weekend to ascertain whether the tax is correct. We talked to Nicholas Opio, a lawyer, to find out whether Uganda will succeed.
The departure by the government ministers and Attorney General plus a team of experts to go to the UK is an attempt to fulfill its obligation under the MOU and try and resolve the tax dispute between Tullow Oil and Uganda. The dispute, I think, is how much is the extent of liability, and that is what I think is going to be arbitrated. Now, whatever it is, Uganda is still going to come off with some money, which I think is going to be a significant amount of money for a rather crumbling economy. So I think that we will lose in terms of how much we could have got, but in the end, we shall still get some money from this arbitration process.
But what are the implications and chances of Uganda arbitrating a Ugandan case on the foreign land, more so in London?
Going to the UK has serious implications for Uganda. First and foremost, Tullow Oil has gotten us where they want us to be, in their backyard, in their country, where their laws apply, where their expertise can be brought to bear upon our country. Going to have this arbitration in the UK has in many ways detached these negotiations from the center, from the area, from the locus where the dispute arose. And that puts our country, I think, in my view, in a significantly weak position. Now, if that is supposed to be the case, two things can happen. We can either get a bad deal or we can get a good deal.
If Uganda comes out successful or not, this would mean that billions of this money, or the taxpayers' money in the consolidated fund, will have to go to the legal team that is currently in London for 9 days.
The government of Uganda must have engaged experts to negotiate this thing on their behalf. And that, I think, significantly eats into the capital gains tax that we are supposed to receive as a country from Tullow Oil arising from their deal with Heritage.
Whether Uganda comes out victorious or not, the fact remains that the absence and laxity of enacting enabling laws for Uganda have forced the country to ride on the whims of foreign laws, which puts the country at stake at a time when the economy is crippling. Jingo Francis, NTV.